some insight into how the video game industry operates. How would you like to see how your favorite games get produced and polished for launch? How would you like to see how professional video game players live their lives? Today's guest will talk about these and other unique experiences he encountered while working with some of the biggest and most popular video game companies around today. The Humanities Mass Communications Department at Norwalk Community College presents The New Directors, the show that introduces you to television's future writers, directors, and personalities. And now, join our host, Hugh Nelson, to meet the next new director.
Hello again, it's Hugh Nelson. Thank you for joining us for today's edition of The New Directors. All of the people involved in this program are actually students in the television production course and are directing, switching, controlling audio, operating cameras, and acting as talent for the first time today. The guests you will meet on the show are students who, when not on camera, are behind the scenes working really hard to bring this program to you with as few mistakes as possible. Each student has written and directed 4 different productions. This program will give them a chance to talk about their productions and themselves, and give you a chance to know them and enjoy some of the work they've done during the semester. Our guest today is a game analyst who worked within the video game industry for years, testing and debugging some of your favorite games. We would like you to meet today's guest, Andrew Walling.
Glad to be here, Hugh.
It's such a pleasure. Can you tell us a little bit about why you decided to take the film and TV production course?
That's not the first question.
Oh. So we know you've worked in the video game industry for quite a while, for many years actually, and I'd like to hear a little bit more about that.
Okay, well, I started playtesting with friends on a game called League of Legends, and I've got some footage of that. And basically what happened was we got roped into playtesting some of the earlier characters, and I and my friends got featured in the spotlight for the game. And this is a freak killing me, and I kind of pissed him off this match, so he just does it over and over again. Here's the second time. I'm Brosidon, by the way. Here's the third time. He even gives it a nice little zoom in. There it goes. And there it is again. He's zooming in on me. He really hated me. So yeah, this is basically what I did. We just ran through the different characters, testing them out. There it is again. I'm dying. And to see what the interactions were between all of them. I also did some testing for Bethesda games. This is Dishonored. I basically just ran speed tests of this game over and over again, tried to find physics bugs and problems with cinematics, and just basically trying to get in as many bugs as physically possible so that I could make the game as good as it could possibly be. They were nice enough to give us a copy after the game released, and I have my name in the credits. So that's a nice, neat little thing. And this is exactly what I'm trying to prevent. Bugs like this, which are very common in Skyrim, where the player will just fall through the floor and not be able to leave because they'll just fall infinitely into space over and over again. So yeah, this is exactly what I'm trying to prevent. And we all failed multiple times with Skyrim, as people who played know. But yeah, otherwise, that's about it.
Pretty good. Fix your game, Todd Howard. Now, circling back around to my initial question, I got sidetracked. Can you tell us a little bit about what you've learned, or rather, what drove you to start learning in the TV production course?
Well, I basically always liked film, and I always really wanted to get into film. So the idea of learning, I just came here looking to learn how to compose shots and work cameras and create interesting, shots that you could see in a movie. But then I got to play around with all the tech in the studio, and that is really fun. And that's basically what I've come to learn and why I came here.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a pretty standard thing. Most people come in looking just to figure it all out, and this is such a great opportunity. Can you tell us a little more specifically about what you've learned over the course of this course?
Well, I've learned to handle the camcorders pretty well, and a ton about studio management and directing and what it's like to be a tech director and audio engineer and how to work some of the cooler cameras that we have around here. And it's been a ton of fun.
Awesome. So I want to hear specifically about the projects that you've put together. Can you tell us a little bit about Student Studies, the Tea Project, the Nature Project, and the Orange Project you did?
Yeah. Basically, I've got a couple of clips that I felt were probably not the greatest for my Student Studies and Teacup projects. They were basically outtakes, which
Gotta love those bloopers.
Yep. Which I basically compiled together so I could show how I grew over time. Nothing's rolling.
Well, let's take a look at some of them. Do we have any footage?
Yeah. So here's first mistake is that I ended up shooting. There's Liam. I told you I'd put something in for you. This was basically just like look how robotic that movement is. And some small placement issues with where the actors were going up, coming down. And here's my Teacup project with my lovely mother using a bottle because I don't think many people have kettles. Yep, here's her opening get that cup. And so yeah, basically the big problem I had with this one was I didn't own a kettle. So I had to use
I like that close-up.
Yeah, thanks. And here's the lighting issue right here. Okay, so this is my nature project. Some lines of grace right there.
Beautiful shot.
Thank you. There, and here's my zoom out of the gazebo in the park near my house. I kind of like the sun there, but it caused a little bit of artifacts. And here's some just more lines that are I thought looked good. There's a circle in the stone over there for geometric shapes, and I liked a lot of the shots. This is my orange project. This is the one I'm actually really proud of. Not sure why it says Galileo Dove project there, so this is my sister's best friend, Grace. She was very nice and let us film her so I could basically parody The Force Awakens and get some the ending of The Force Awakens and get some good shots there.
Those are some fantastic shots. I really like her climbing the rocks there.
Yeah.
So this might be a little redundant. You kind of talked about it, but I want to hear more about this Orange project. I want to hear a little bit more about why you think it's your best project.
Yeah, sure thing. I'm actually really proud of it. I filmed it over the course of a couple days. Here's basically the first shot of the project where she's reaching in and to take the orange. So we got.
I like that rack focus.
Yeah, rack focus, and then I'll do rack focus back when she finally gets it. And here's a little continuity error. We had a nice pipe on the first day, but then on the second day we forgot the pipe, so now she's holding a stick.
Well, it still looks fantastic.
Yeah, hopefully it was far back enough so that you didn't notice. And that's her revealing herself to be Rey. And this is me in all my glory, standing at the edge of the cliff overlooking reservoir, South Norwalk Reservoir, to be
specific.
Specific, yeah. And this shot I like has
shot.
The sun in the background, which just came out at the exact moment I took the orange.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just get lucky with all the shots.
Yeah.
We've talked a lot about all the things you've learned over the course of this project, but ultimately, what is the stuff that's going to stay with you moving forward? What are you hoping to accomplish in the future with some of the things that you've gained from, this course?
Well, ultimately, I hope to gain a sense of filmography and then work either in the film industry or go back to the gaming industry to work as a film director of photography for cinematics or something like that. But ultimately, from what I'm taking away from this course, it's working with others, getting a film crew together from whoever you can, and how to set up shots and how to make good movies.
Yeah, real DIY stuff. And well, thank you so much. Today we got to meet someone who showed us what it was like to be working as a game analyst within the video game industry. As a new TV director, he hopes to apply what he has learned here at NCC to branch out and learn new ways to construct narratives. He also plans to use that new knowledge from TV1 to create engaging films and maybe even games in the future. We would like to thank Andrew Walling for joining us today.
My pleasure.
Well, I mean, it's my pleasure, honestly. We hope you enjoy meeting one of television's future directors, and we hope you will continue to join us each week and watch our program. Thank you, and have a great day.
Directors, with your host, Hugh Nelson, directed by Liam Hannon. I'm your announcer, Ian Gilbert. The New Directors is a Norwalk Community College students production.